We've been waiting for you to step up, Lyndon, and so it's come against Emmanuel Armin for the vacant Commonwealth light heavyweight title. First of all, your take on the opponent.
He's got a decent record. He's, I think, 15 fights in. He's only lost 2, he's drawn 1, 12 knockouts, so he can punch a bit. I don't think he's been in with anyone like me. The person that he's been beat off, or one of the 2 people that have been beat off, I watched the fight, is a good Russian, I think. Great, don't think he had a jab like mine, no. I think my jab's the key, going to be the key in this fight. He's never been stopped. Yeah, he's never been stopped. I will go in there to do that. I will go in there to stop him. People like knockouts and I like to give him, so we'll see. We'll see what happens when I get in there.
He did look resilient in that fight, didn't he?
He did. But again, I don't think the guy, I've watched the full fight, I don't think he had the jab. He had a good work rate, decent work rate, but I don't, my jab's sickening. Once it hits, it hurts, and it's not a rangefinder, it's a painful jab, and once you start taking them, you start making risks that you don't really want to take and make you throw punches you don't want to throw, and I feel like he will open up a little bit more, and I'll hurt him.
I think it's 12 knockouts in 15 fights you had. Where does your power come from? Was it taught, or do you think it was something you were made with?
I believe it's just natural. I've had power from the off. From I walked into the gym, I had just natural power. Again, I'm pretty quick for a light heavyweight, so and my timing's decent with my punches and my selection, so I believe that plays a little bit of a part as well. They don't really expect the shot that they get hit with, but again, I do believe I'll have natural power.
Do you think that's combined the natural power with also the angles you might throw punches from where they don't see them coming sometimes?
Yeah. My angles and my timing with to punch and when I punch, and I don't believe that. I don't believe they see the punch coming. They know the jab's going to hit him. Then they get hit with it. Then they get hit with another shot, and it hurts him. It hurts him.
Let's look at you in your eyes when you speak about it. Do you like hurting people in the ring?
You know, obviously I want everyone to leave the ring healthy, go back to the family is nice, but we are in a sport of entertainment. The fans like to see people get knocked out. After we can be friends, but while we're in there, he's going to try and knock me out the same way, so if I end up on my back, he's going to be happy. If he ends up in his back, then it is what it is. I'm going to walk out of there and victorious with the Commonwealth championship around my waist. Hope he leaves the ring well.
Do you feel there's a lot of expectancy only because you've been a prospect for a long time, ever since you was on the GB squad? You know, you was always one of the guys at GB who was always going to be a really good pro. He was always going to be the ones that was going to be a top pro. But it seems like I've been waiting for you to have this breakthrough fight for a while.
It does, but Tommy Mack used to always say to me, be careful what you wish for, because you never know when it's going to happen. And a lot of people are asking me, when you fighting this person, or when you fighting that, when you doing this, when you fighting for a belt, and now it's here. And as it may seem, it's been so long. Really and truly, I've only been a pro 3 years, coming up to 3 years now. So from here now, it's only going to be 12 rounders after that. So in 2 years, I could potentially fight for a world title. Easy. So how slow really has it been? I mean, do you know what I mean? So from here, I can fight for the British, then the European, then the world. Or I can get a call up. If I get top 10 in the world ranking, I can get a call up for a defence. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just on my journey, and I will take every opportunity with both hands.
I mean, it's looking really exciting in the light heavyweight division in Britain. I mean, Joshua Burak's got the British title. There's Anthony Yard. Yeah. Do you think you're going to get to them sooner or later? Do you think they're going to go? Burak's going to move to world level, and Anthony's going to stay there?
Burak's very good. He's still got the British title. I believe he's got a defence. He has to defend against Craig Richards by December or vacate and move on. I believe Burak's good enough to move on. If he wants to get the British title and retain it and own it 3 times, with the 3 times defending it, then he could probably do that as well. I'm on the heels though. I'm right there. Again, once I win this Commonwealth, I'm there with them. I'm either the next fighter or I'm a fight that they're gonna be in the future. Do you understand? So, regards to Anthony Yarde, we've Andre Ward said a great thing after the fight. He said it's shown that he can be in there with a world champion, but it's not shown that he can beat a world champion yet. So I think he has to come back down if he's going to continue to fight, which I believe he will. But yeah, he has to come back down to a European level or something to show that he can beat high-level opponents, and then probably go again at the world, onto a world title. So if whether he stays or not, it doesn't really bother me much. I'm on his heels as well. I'm not far behind any of them.
I get the impression you don't think of others, you just see you're going to win your fight and see where that path takes you. You can't think, well, I want Anthony in 12 months and Joshua, I'm not going to fight Joshua for 2 years because he's at one step ahead of me at the moment going to world level.
That's what I'm saying. Since I've started boxing, since I turned pro, since Yardy was started getting a lot of attention, everyone's like, when you going to fight Yardy, when you going to fight Yardy? And if I put my sole purpose on fighting Yardy, he's just gone to a world title. How far behind was I then? You know what I mean? Now, because he's been beat, I'm not that far behind him. You know, once I win a Commonwealth and I get maybe a WBO European title or international, how really far am I behind him in respects to the rankings and stuff like that? I'll be there. So I'm not like, I want to fight Yard, it'll be a great fight, I believe I'll beat him. So, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then I know I'll fight Burak, or I'll fight another opponent up there.
Just before we let you go, we asked you can give a couple predictions. Big show, big show Frank Warren's got this weekend at York Hall. A lot of light heavyweights on there. First of all, the English light heavyweight title fight between Spellman, who's fighting Shakan Pitters, who's unbeaten. How do you see that fight going?
No disrespect to Spellman, I think he's very one-dimensional. Seeing that Shakan Pitters, he seems quite decent. He seems quite slick. Got a nice style. I believe he'll beat him. I believe he'll beat him. It was a good fight what Declan had with Kurt Garvey. Got a good stoppage there, but I think it's a bit of a different in class between them two fighters there. I think Shakan will get the victory.
And he's about 6'6" as well for a light heavyweight.
Exactly. He's a big light heavyweight. He might not stay there. He might have to win it, but if he makes the weight easy, I believe he'll stay there and it'll be a great force. Maybe me and him will fight again in the future. If not, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I believe Shakan will win that. And
another fight, British title eliminator, Cody Davis, good Welshman, against Zack Shelley, who has only had 6-7 fights, but always he's been matched hard.
Yeah, he's moving quite well. I believe he's a super middleweight, though I don't believe he's big enough for light heavy. Cody Davis is slick southpaw. Good decent fight. I believe Cody Davis will outbox him. Again, with Zack Shelley, I think is a bit one-dimensional. Comes forward, tries to blow you out. Again, we'll see, but I believe Cody Davis will win that fight. I think it'll be a little bit too much for him in regards to slick and outboxing. I believe he's a better boxer than Zack.
You love your slicksters there, don't you? Going for Cody and Shakan.
I'm a bit of a boxer like that, so I believe I'm a little bit slick too. So I will always go with the good fighter will be a good boxer. A good boxer will be a good fighter. You understand? So I go with the boxers on that one.
Thanks very much. Brilliant that.